In this episode, we solve TOEFL sentence insertion questions that use other as the clue word.
Other. Other means additional or different types of. As a determiner, other can modify uncountable nouns and plural countable nouns. For example, other music, other people. Other cannot modify a single countable noun by itself. To do that, it needs another determiner in front of it. For example, the other person, my other book. As a pronoun, others has a plural form. Others. I'll post 2 photos today and others tomorrow. Others is often paired with some. Some affirm the reality of global warming, but others deny it. This is an example with other. Where would the sentence fit? Other cats do not. There are 2 clues in this sentence. Other is one clue word. Other refers to a person or thing that is different or distinct from the ones already mentioned. Since the sentence says other cats, we need to look for words similar in meaning to cats. The other clue is do not. Since it says in a negative form, we need to find a positive action statement. To combine the 2 clues, we need to look for a sentence that talks about some cat-type animals doing something. With this, let's consider options. A. Something unusual about lions is that they hunt in groups. B. Group hunting is beneficial to lions because it means that much larger prey can be captured by the lions. C. It also means that individual lions expend much less energy during a hunt. D. A says lions, cat-type animals, hunt in groups. So A does fit what we are looking for. Some cat-type animals doing something. So place the target sentence after A and read the whole passage. Target sentence. Other felines do not hunt in groups. B says the benefit of group hunting, hunting for a larger prey. C says another benefit of group hunting, less energy expenditure. All flow logically, so in front of B is the best option. Answer, B. A. Only a city within easy reach of both the Nile Valley to the south and the more spread out, difficult terrain to the north could provide the necessary political control that the rulers of early dynastic Egypt, roughly 3000 to 2600 BC, required. B. The region of Memphis must have also served as an important node for transport and communications even before the unification of Egypt. C. The region probably acted as a conduit for much, if not all, of the river-based trade between northern and southern Egypt. D. Where would the sentence best fit? While considerations of political power and ease of administration were decisive in choosing the location of the new capital, the site clearly had other advantages. The target sentence has other advantages as clue words. So the sentence following the target sentence must be talking about advantages other than the ones already mentioned. What are already mentioned advantages? Luckily, we can find the answers since the target sentence includes the information, political and administrative advantages. So the target sentence should come after a sentence that talks about political advantage. A explains the reason why a city would have been chosen as the capital of early dynastic Egypt. Political control. So after A is a good candidate. Let's place the target sentence here and examine the flow of ideas. Target sentence. In addition to the political advantage, the city has other advantages. B says the region must have been the center for transport and communication. That is, B talks about advantages other than political ones. So ideas flow naturally. Answer: B. This technological advance took many forms. One was the continual introduction from the South of earlier ripening varieties of rice, which made possible double cropping, the production of 2 harvests per year from one field. B. New crops such as corn, maize, and sweet potatoes, as well as peanuts and tobacco, were introduced from the Americas. C. Corn and sweet potatoes can be grown on the dry sandy soil. D. Where would the sentence best fit? Other developments addressed the problems of dry and sandy areas unsuitable for growing China's native crops. The sentence provides 2 clues. One is other development. So the sentence preceding the target sentence must be talking about some type of development. The target does not provide any specific information about development we can look for. The other clue is that the other development relates to farming in dry and sandy areas. So the sentence that follows the target sentence must talk about some examples that talk about this development. So the target sentence should come after some type of development and before the development relating to farming in dry and sandy areas. With this information, let's look at the passage. A talks about one example of the technological development, double cropping, thanks to the introduction of earlier ripening rice. So A talks about a development which does not address the problem of dry and sandy areas. So A is a good candidate for the target sentence. If the following sentence is a development relating to farming in dry and sandy areas, then this is the correct spot. B talks about the introduction of new crops like corn and sweet potato, which can be grown in dry and sandy areas, as stated in C. Since B and C are about the development relating to farming in dry and sandy areas, before B is indeed the correct spot.